Okay, so what we've got here is a 2007 Harley Ultra Classic. When I bought this bike, it was pretty much stock. I didn't even have the lower leg fairings. I had to buy those and get those painted. Um, this bike is no longer stock. It's a lot of upgrades have been done to it since I bought it. I'm gonna go through those with you. Um, First thing I want to do is to do a cold start with it. I want to tell you though that this bike does come equipped with an alarm system, and it does have the alarm speaker. So if anybody messes with the bike, the alarm will go off. So you got to make sure you got your key fob with you when you crank it up. Let's go ahead and turn it over. You can hear the alarm chirp, and you'll see the alarm light is going off. Let's look at the mileage. So we've got 57,603 miles. Prior to me buying this bike, it was a one owner. So now it's a two owner. When you buy it, it'll be a three owner. All right, let's go ahead and drop her down into neutral. And start her up. First, I want to touch the exhaust so you guys can see this is definitely a cold start. She has not run today. All right, go ahead and get my camera back up here. Go ahead and hit the start button. All right, so I am in an enclosed garage. Neighbor's got the rental truck over next door running, so the bike is now off. And I'm going to walk you through some of the things about the bike that has been done to it, and I'll try not to leave anything out. So let's start from the top up here. This is a Skunk Works. It's one of their V-Stream windshields. I think this one's a 9-inch or something like that, but I'm 6'1", and it throws the wind pretty much over my head. I like to be able to look over the windshield when I'm riding. Also, I added this Harley part here to dress up the fairing a little bit. This is a firefighter's edition, so that is a firefighter pin. I just ground off the pin and used some 3N tape to adhere that to the bike. That'll come off if you don't want it. Also, I got these Kuryakin windshield bags that I've installed. Here's another firefighter badge here that I've stuck on the dash of the bike, or the instrumentation area, inside the fairing, I should say. Down below, I have the Willie G Skull Harley Davidson fuel cap cover, and I replaced the stock dash with this piece. I think it's a billet aluminum. It's really nice, really heavyweight. I do have the comms wiring is still here. It's up underneath now, so that's out of the way. I do have the stock dash if you want to have that reinstalled. I did put Harley Davidson heated grips on it. So it's got the Willie G skull on those, and they look pretty much like stock. They've got the little dial here that you can turn to set your temperature. Okay, so moving on along, I also have installed a brand new seat. This is Harley's hammock seat. It's just a few months old. Really one of the most comfortable seats I've ever rode on. This one is not heated or cooled. I wasn't going to spend the extra $400 or $500 on heated and cooled. I did add this backrest and backrest cover. This is just a cover on it so that my wife would have a place to put her phone and maybe a bottle of water. There's another pouch here. Great place to keep if you use a kickstand, little piece of plastic to hold your kickstand up on mushy ground. There's a place in there you could keep that. You might notice that the tour pack is sitting back quite a ways. That's because I installed the Kuryakin a fully adjustable tour pack on it. So you just undo these latches and you can slide the tour pack up or back 3 inches, and it locks in place very nicely. You can see the other audio controls here that are still part of the bike. Whoop, don't know what's happening there. Anyway, my gimbal's going crazy. Also, I put an extra pad here to fill in the gap because I do have this set all the way back. This just gives my wife a little bit more room in here. That comes off of Velcro, so if you don't need that, you can take that right off. I put metal speaker covers over the speakers, and before I did that, I painted them black so they would fit in. They were a silver color. Moving on along, so down here on this side of the motor, I've got the, I guess they call it a derby cover. It's the Willie G derby cover. I do have the original, and I put the passenger foot peg cover on there with a little Willie G sticker. It's a metal piece that sticks on there. I like the Willie G skull, so you're going to see that in a lot of places on the bike, including up here. I've put that on the nut cover on both sides of the front wheel. And then I put a set of really nice footrests. I don't remember the name of them, but I usually buy the same one off of Amazon. It works really good. I've replaced the highway lights and the headlight with something similar to Harley's Daymaker lights. They're very bright. They do have LED circles around them, and those can change colors. The front turn signals have been blacked out, and they light up white when you're driving, and they flash yellow. Those are brand new LEDs as well, and I do have the LED kit, so you don't have the fast flash issue. I installed these little wings that you can open up to give you a little bit more air protection in colder climates. And I put a Willie G air cover on the bike. This is a 96 cubic inch motor. It is the 6-speed transmission. And I put the little cover down here as well. That's Willie G. And again, got the custom passenger foot peg here. All right, let's move on down the bike. Another thing that I added to it, it did not have a luggage rack, so I did the Aereo Harley Davidson luggage rack with the Harley Davidson third tail light underneath it, and it does work. I put shorter antennas on it. You certainly can go more short than that if you wanted to. I do have the original longer antennas if you prefer them. And then down here I have blacked out the tail light and turn signals just like the front turn signals. And again, they are really nice, light up red. And I replaced this piece here, put on LED lights here as well. And I'll go back and show these all lit up in a minute. I installed a hidden hitch. So I put this chrome piece on to help hide the hitch a little bit. And the hitch just goes up in here, so if you tow a trailer or something behind your bike, you can do that. And it's wired for the trailer. And I have Reinhardt exhaust on this bike. All in all, this bike is in excellent shape. I wouldn't call it showroom condition, but it's pretty close. Most of the work has been done by the local Harley dealer. It did take the heads off. When I first bought it, I had a slight leak of oil on the heads. No big deal, but he did take those off and replace them. I have recently, in the last few months, replaced the front forks, and I went with chrome forks. I think those add a nice little touch to the bike. You can see there's plenty of tread left on these tires. They hardly even look used. Let's look at the back tire too. And you can see the tread there is in good shape. Any questions about the bike, let me know. Oh, and I got this little sticker. It looks like I got a little smudge on it. This is another firefighter emblem that I put on the bike, because this is the firefighter edition. And if you didn't see that on the tank, let me take you around to see that. So this is the Harley Davidson firefighter edition for 2007. One other thing I meant to mention is I put the Hogtunes Bluetooth connector here, took out the air temperature gauge, so you can connect your phone Bluetooth to the stereo, and it has a little wire that's fished in around here. It goes into the stereo to connect that. It does have working cruise control. All the features of the bike that should work do work. So you're definitely not buying a problem. You're buying a bike that's going to serve you well for many years. I hate to sell it, but I do this quite a bit. I buy bikes and I dress them up and put it for sale. My best friend has a 2005 version of this same bike, so we've been riding, kind of twinning a little bit. Here, let's turn the lights on so you can see those again. Now, the lights are controlled by an app on my phone, and I can show you how to do that if you buy the bike. But again, I want to show you just how bright these lights are. So you see how bright the lights are, and those turn signal lights are white when the turn signal is not flashing. Let's turn the signal on so you can see that. And you can see the signal flashes yellow. The other one stays white. Oh, and again, LEDs here. All these lights are LEDs. This is an adjustable backrest, so the adjustment is under here. I don't know that I can show you that on the video, but when you come to look at the bike, I can show you how that works. It's just this little thing here. And there's a little switch here that controls lights that light up the bike. I've got several lights on the bike, and you can see when I hit the brake, the lights turn red. So it just gives you a little extra protection at night. And again, I want to show you the back lights and how they work. Any questions, let me know, and I'll post some pictures as well as this video.